just like to share with you a very special fan that we just got into inventory here a few months ago at antiquefansupplycompany.com, and we have just posted this fan available on our website, and wanted to talk a little bit about its historical significance, importance, and past ownership history. I mean, this is a fully documented, the most documented fan I've ever owned, ever had in inventory, or ever seen in a collection anywhere. This fan was acquired from a benefit auction from the RMS Foundation, who was raising money for remodeling of the Queen Mary, which is now docked in California and has been turned into a hotel. So in the mid-90s, 1996, they auctioned off artifacts from the Queen Mary to raise this money. This was an invitation-only event. The person who purchased it from the auction received an invitation to attend the auction because of his membership in the foundation. So this was a letter that he received. Both these letters. Here's a picture of the fan in the auction. Here's a listing of the auction. Shows the fan, lot number 68, the small ivory tone metal fan. Here's another listing from the general auction rules for that event. Here's a certificate of authenticity that came with the fan, showing the fan in one of the cabins. This is a black and white of this actual fan mounted on the wall in a cabin. This is just a photograph showing the configuration for wall mounting. Removal of this screw, move the trunnion, gives you this configuration shown in the picture, as well as shown in its original installation configuration in the cabin. Queen Mary made its maiden voyage in 1936. It was a passenger ship from Scotland to the United States. Set many records for the amount of trips that it made and the amount of passengers that it carried. Like I said, today it's a hotel in California. They've rehabbed the entire ship, and this is one of the artifacts from that original ship. The original specified voltage on this fan was 220 volts DC. Verity supplied all the fans for the cabins in the Queen Mary, and Verity is an English company, 220 volts DC. Now, this fan actually is very ideal for a purpose here in the United States. On 120 volts, the fan runs very nice on medium. 220 volts on high, it seems to run very, very fast. Even on medium, 220 volts is okay. But at 120 volts DC for US purpose, this is, I would say, a fan you could use and certainly show off. You know, it would look great on the wall in its original configuration, wall mounted, like as if it were in the cabin of the Queen Mary. So, now again, this fan resided on the wall of a cabin on a ship. I would imagine up high maintenance was probably not top priority when you're on the ship. So the fan saw a lot of use and probably very little upkeep and maintenance as far as the bearings and the shaft and the motors concerned. Currently it has fresh oil and new wicks in it, but I think it does have some excessive wear from the lack of maintenance over the years. Again, that's on high to 120 volts. Here we are on medium at 120 volts, which gives you a very nice low speed. It's a very nice cool if you had this up on the wall in your home, demonstration purposes, a little bit of cooling. You know, this is a really ideal setting. Now low, it does not have, there's too much built-in resistance for this fan to operate when supplied with 120 volts of AC power on low. but very industrial. I mean, the design of this is very industrial, very heavy overbuilt cage. It has this knob in the center of the cage. This was for easy adjustment of the tilt on the fan. So you could easily reach up, grab it by the center of the guard and adjust its tilt. Loosen the wing nut, grab the center of the cage, and you could adjust it up or down and then lock it back in place. A very, very super cool fan with a great, great history and fully documented history. Available on our website, antiquefansupplycompany.com. Thank you.